Hey, this is Arlene. So, the light bulb just went off. So, when I first expressed that I wanted to move to a bigger apartment, and I should have realized this because I'm targeted, I seen 405. And then after that, you know, it was being worked on, it was gutted. Then I noticed someone moved in. Then it was 305. Then I noticed someone moved in. But there's no way they've really been working on that apartment because the lady in, or the tranny, I think it's a tranny. Well, anyways, the person in 205, I believe, is probably in 305 because that's probably why those pink lights are on. But the bottom line is someone lives there and they're giving me 205, which I'm not going to take. I already get fried in my apartment. Now, why am I going to go around the corner and pay more rent and get fried anyways? Plus, the person in 205 has, I'd say, visitors all hours of the night in the morning. I don't need somebody knocking on my door thinking that that person is still in the apartment. Plus, it's too close to the sidewalk because they could use a ladder to get into my apartment. So when I went to go see those apartments, I looked at the older lease. I couldn't find the other ones. They somehow disappeared, but I found one of the older ones. It has 205. So they never had intentions of me moving into 405 or 305. But the thing is, they're having me sign a lease for an apartment I haven't even seen, which is 205. So, anyways, the bottom line is the apartment is taken. And then I went on apartmentrenters.com or apartmentguide.com. One of those rental things that I use. My apartment is already listed on there. 215. It's already listed for rent. It doesn't have a date, but it could be an outdated ad. But it has mine for rent because 216 is listed to be ready on the 26th of September. Doesn't say anything about 218 being ready. So that means all along I was never going to get the apartment that I was shown. And I guess they figured if I signed the leasing agreement, I was going to pay attention to the apartment number. And I really wasn't. I was being, I figured it was that one. And it wasn't until I had the hacker problems that I re-looked at the lease and I realized that it's not for the apartment I looked at. So I'm going to sign a lease for an apartment I haven't even seen. And an apartment that somebody that had 24-hour visitors were customers, whatever you want to put it. But hell no, 205, I'll just stay here. I'd rather be in this place and get fried than pay more money and get fried. Why would I do that? I'll just wait until after school ends and find another place. Because none of the apartments over Santa Monica Boulevard are vacant. None of them are listed and none of them are vacant. Except for 205, supposedly. So, anyways, it is what it is. But as a targeted person, every time I encounter something with an apartment, I'm just sharing it. Because basically my rental history is I think I've only rented like for a year. And then something dumb came up. And then I had to move. And it happened starting with California Villages. Then it happened on Mission. And then it's happening now. So I'm just going to stay in this apartment and see what they say. If they're going to tell me I have to move. But I'm not going to move to 205 and pay more money. I wouldn't do that. And it's interesting because it reminded me when I lived at 1201 Mission and I decided to adopt my cat. And the manager, he would not talk to me about certain things inside my apartment. And I'm assuming because, I don't know if he was worried about listening devices or what. He's the one that he only told me in the courtyard that I didn't even have to move. All I had to do is get rid of my cat. So that's what brought me out to LA, because I have my cat. And that's not the issue here. So anyways, it looks like it's not going to happen. So I just wanted to do a video to document it. Plus, as a targeted individual, it's just an example of stuff that happens. I mean, I'm sure there's, other things happen to other targeted individuals, even maybe worse things and stuff. I mean, I'm not saying getting cooked is fun, but that's just an example of what happens. Plus, my air conditioner, somebody worked on that, but that'll be another video. So it is what it is. So I checked the other rental agreement, and sure enough, at the very odd part of it, then they show the apartment. It's 205. So that tells me they never, and the older one, 205, was still living in the apartment. So that tells me it was already planned out. Probably 205s and 305, and I was going to go into 205. Now, why do I want to live underneath somebody that has visitors 24/7 throughout the night? I mean, it's just like 315 stomping and stuff. It's like around 320 they were stomping. So why am I going to be under an apartment that's going to have visitors throughout the night? And then sometimes there's commotions there, and I hear it. So why am I going to pay more money to get fried and then have to deal with the noise above me? I'll just pay cheap, stay here, and just deal with 315. It doesn't bother me. So that's basically what's happening right now.